What's going on, YouTube? This is your friendly neighborhood DraftKings addict bringing you my top picks for Friday's main NBA DFS slate. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get the homework out the way. Please guys, don't forget to drop the like button for me, please. It really helps out the channel. Also, if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave. And as always guys, please drop your comments below. Let me know who you love, who you hate. As you guys can see on the screen, James Harden had a night. Triple-double, fourth career 50-point triple-double. Shout out to James Harden. Houston needed the W. He came through with a masterful performance versus the Lakers. Nice job there. Nice job. Nice job. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and break down today's slate. All right, guys, so at the top, we got 9 games for today's slate. All right, this is Draft Dashboard, guys. If you're interested in this software here, I have a 30-day trial for $1 in the description of this video. Check it out. All right, guys, so top of the line at point guard, you got Westbrook, who laid a dud of 48 the last time around. Disappointed, was in a nice matchup. We got to repeat today. He's in a decent matchup versus Denver, who has a couple of vital pieces missing on their team. So that could mean a positive outcome from Russell Westbrook. So even though he pissed me off last slate, I still got me some Russell Westbrook. So go ahead and put him in our player pool, guys. Of course, Kemba Walker at home. What more can I say? Last game, put up 60 DraftKings points. Again, at home, this guy seems to play amazing. This is a 225-point over and under. I believe they're favored by 11. Ooh, double digits. Alrighty, guys. So this game happens to stay close. Kemba Walker's going to be a good piece of the puzzle when it comes to the scoring on the Charlotte side. So I definitely will have a couple of shares of Kemba Walker. Maybe not a whole lot at their price, but a couple. All right, so right now, my favorite point guard on the slate, especially if Jimmy Butler's ruled out, is going to be Mr. Near Triple-Double here, a.k.a. Ben Simmons. All righty. So, as you can see, he's averaging 43 DraftKings points per game for the last 3 games. But look at his game log, 50, 48, and 53 in the last 3 games. So, if there's no Jimmy Butler, Philly's at home again. Indiana's coming into town. I like Ben Simmons. Again, this guy's usage is high. His minutes is high, and he does a little bit of everything when it comes to peripherals. So, rebounding, assisting, block shots, scoring, you name it. All right, Eric Bledsoe. All right, guys. So, on the slate, guys, there's a lot of games, man, that look like landmines, a.k.a. this Charlotte game where it's 11-point over and under. 11-point winning chance for Charlotte, a 13-point for Boston. All righty. And that's pretty much it. All the rest of the games, Cleveland probably going to get blew out. Let's go ahead and mark that up. If Cleveland stays close, I'll be surprised. But a lot of games that you know we got to navigate through, and hopefully they don't blow out. But I don't make picks based off of blowouts because you never know. But I do like Bledsoe. If you look at his history versus this team, he hadn't scored less than 39 DraftKings points, and had a guy that's 7.6K. I like the odds there. Again, 7.6K going up against Cleveland. Nice matchup. Eric Bledsoe has decent usage at 22%. Averages 40 points versus this team in the last 3 matchups, 30 minutes, and on average of 34 DraftKings points in his most recent 3 games with a 19-point game there. But I like Bledsoe, man. I believe they're playing at home too, right? Milwaukee? Nope, they're actually playing on the road. But I like Bledsoe, 7.6K, not a bad price. McCollum, his price is getting up there. Get a tough matchup versus Toronto. No, thank you. De'Aaron Fox gets Golden State. Woo! That's a tough one, man. But I'm personally playing for Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie just got the big, nice contract coming off a 51-point game. Now, do I think he's going to score 51 points? Probably not. But can he score me 35? I think so. So give me Dinwiddie versus Washington. Should be a nice game. 225-point over and under. Man, I like some Dinwiddie. 6.5K. All right. And I believe Crabbe is still questionable or possibly ruled out. If I remember correctly, where is he at? Brooklyn. Yep, he sure is. So, could mean some extra run for my man. So, give me some of that. All right, next up, at guard, I also like Kyle Anderson, man. 4.2K in a pace-up matchup versus Miami. I believe they're at home as well. Yep, Memphis is at home. Over-under's not out yet because I believe because Conley is questionable right now and Whiteside as well. But I think Whiteside's going to suit up. So, but I like Kyle Anderson as a value play when it comes to 4.2K. All right, he should be all right. But again, I wouldn't have a whole lot of shares of him, guys, but I will have a little bit. Dame Lillard, big game Dame. In this Portland game, man, should stay close. Over under's not out yet because we got Kawhi Leonard, who's still currently questionable with his hip issue. As you guys can see, Toronto stuck it to Golden State without Kawhi Leonard. So that bothers me. But Portland, hey, could be a good game, man. So I like Dame Lillard at home versus Toronto in a tough matchup. I'm gonna take a shot at him at 8.5K. That's a pretty steep discount for a guy that's averaging 45, 50 DraftKings points in his last couple of games. So give me some Leonard. Victor Oladipo's back. Not sure how much he's gonna play, if he's gonna play a full allotment of minutes, but he's definitely somebody that could do pretty well in this game, especially if Jimmy Butler's ruled out. So, but I'm personally not gonna play him. But hey, if I hear something about he doesn't have a minute limit or that he's gonna be playing his normal allotment of minutes, then maybe I can run me some Victor Oladipo. But right now, I'm not on him. Mike Conley, like I said, is questionable with his whole situation with his sore leg or something like that. But he's probably gonna suit up. But just kind of keep an eye out for that. But doesn't look like he have any history versus Miami. So we do know that you can play guards versus Miami, but yeah, I'm not going there, me personally. D. Russell price is getting up there at 7.3K. I'd rather just take Dinwiddie for the discount. Trae Young versus Boston in the game is probably going to be a blowout of 20 or more. No, thank you. At 6.1K, no, thank you. Even though he just had a good game, though. Trae Young had a pretty good game at 45 last game. So, all right, so that's all my guards, man. Like I say, tough slate in my opinion, man. John Wall, I could take a flyer on John Wall. Let me get some of that. If he suits up, I know he had the issue with his leg or whatever. So, oh, wow. He departed the game with an ankle injury. Okay. So that's interesting. So keep your eyes on the news for John Wall, man. But I do like him if he's going to play and if he doesn't have any issues with his health. Give me some John Wall. All right, so at shooting guard, let's see who we got here. Again, you're going to see a lot of similar plays. Bledsoe at the top, Dinwiddie. You got Middleton in his blowout game versus Cleveland that you could run, but I'm personally not going there. Klay Thompson going up against Sacramento. That could be a good matchup for him, especially if the Sacramento team takes these guys to the wire. A 235-point over and under. I know they're projected to win, I believe. Where is it at? Yep, by 8 points. So, hey, who knows? That game could be close because they're playing on the road. But I do like Klay Thompson, man. Give me some Klay Thompson at only 6K. He only needs to score around 35 DraftKings points to make value. So if he catches fire from the outside, that could be a good one for you. So Buddy Hield in the same matchup, I do like. All right, if you look at his history versus Golden State, he scored 40, 34, and 42 in the last 3 games. He's playing around 30 minutes on average. Buddy Hield, that is. They're at home with Golden State coming in town. This young team is going to come ready to play. And I want some Buddy Hield because, again, this guy has a good history versus this team. So Brogdon, somebody you could use as a filler at 5.6K. You can see this team is pretty much dead last when it comes to the point guard / shooting guard position. Overall team defense is okay. So this is somebody that you definitely could run. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and add Brogdon in. Again, it just depends on his minutes. I personally like Bledsoe better, but Brogdon, if you need the discount as far as, value play, he's somebody that you could go with. Jaylen Brown is currently questionable, guys, due to an illness. If he suits up, I like him. If he doesn't, I like Smart or Rozier. So we're gonna hold on to and wait to see what we find out about that news with that play there. So Steph Curry versus Sacramento, 10K on the road. He's always somebody that you could play, but at 10K, man, I'd rather play Durant, just to be honest. So Hardaway Jr. versus Charlotte at 6K, somebody I definitely could play. Let me go ahead and add him onto my player pool. Again, 225 over and under. That game there, again, is a 10-point differential. But, hey, I like Tim Hardaway, man. 6.6K. I could play him at that price. Not too bad. Next up, this guy here too, man. I'm not going to even try to pronounce his name. But if Jimmy Butler's ruled out, this guy's only 3.8K. Playing 30 minutes or more. I definitely like him. Again, he's playing a tough team versus Indiana. But at 3.8K, I'll definitely give him a shot. Take a couple flyers with him at 3.8K. He should get a lot of minutes too. So next up is going to be our small forward. So let's see who we got at small forward. All right, so Giannis is at the top versus Cleveland, man. If you think that game stays close. Or Giannis could come in and score 60 points and sit down for the fourth quarter, man. So anything's possible. But I'm personally not gonna be playing enough for Giannis, not on this slate, especially considering some other options in a similar price range. I can't play Giannis, but hey, let me know in the comments, guys. Do you like Giannis? Kevin Durant, I already talked about, man. I like him. Again, should be good for a safe, 45 point floor with some upside there. Because, bigs versus Sacramento is a plus, man. Durant can have a couple of few rebounds and blocks. All right, but give me some Durant. I like Durant, man. Look at his history: 74, 51, and 48 in the 3 games that he's played against his team. So, should be okay. I believe that 70-something points was when they didn't have Draymond and Steph. So, next up, Jason Tatum. I like him in this matchup versus ATL, especially if Brown is ruled out, and I believe Gordon is still out. Right? He's gonna miss a couple of weeks if I remember correctly. Yeah, Gordon is out. So, hey, Horford is already ruled out too. So definitely could be some good value there when it comes to Jason Tatum at 6.3K versus ATL, man. Again, probably gonna be a blowout, but I like Tatum to get his run, even in a blowout. Next up, Thad Young just came off a crazy game, put up 58 DraftKings points. We're not gonna chase that. We're gonna go ahead and hit pass on that one. All right, so we already talked about all these guys. Tim Hardaway. Oh, Kevin Knox, man. The guy's been getting the starting role the last couple of games, doing pretty well. 34 and 50 DraftKings points, playing 41 and 32 minutes. Matter of fact, this particular team is a team he just scored 50 DraftKings points for against right before he got the start. So, do I think he's going to score 50 DraftKings points? No. But at 4.8K, he does not need to do much to hit value. All right? So, I'm expecting a 30-point performance or more from this guy. All right? 4.8K. I'll take a chance with Kevin Knox. Again, should be secure for a decent amount of minutes. Seems like they made the decision to go ahead and run this kid. All right, Juan Hernan Gomez, give me some of that at 4.7K versus OKC. All right, this guy can give me some rebounds, some assists, maybe drop a couple threes in there. So, we have, this out still, right? I believe, right? Millsap. Yeah, Millsap is out. Gary Harris is out. Barton is out. Shit. Murray is questionable. They're point guards. So, man, got a couple different options here for value, man. That means Craig may be a good value at 3.2K. Especially if Murray sits. Man, so we could have a good amount of value right here, man. Look at that. Mason Plumlee starting. Ooh, and it's on the 2 over and under. Man, could be some good value there in Denver, guys. Let me know who you like in that Denver game, man, if you like them for some value plays. So, that's all my small forward, guys. Let's go ahead and go over here to this power forward. Oh, you know what? Let me see if he's out. Where is he at? Where is he at? Charlotte, Philly, Sacramento, Portland. Here we go in this Washington game. Otto Porter is questionable. If he's out, Otto Porter is, I'm running back Jeff Green. That dude had an amazing game this last time around. But if Otto Porter sits again, get you some Jeff Green. I like him at 4.3K. Should be a high over and under game. This Washington and Brooklyn game. I'll take some Jeff Green, especially if we get news that Otto Porter is going to be out again. Next up at power forward, guys, we already talked about a couple of these guys. I said I like Durant. He's one of my favorite plays. Draymond Green at 6.8K. Again, we like bigs versus Sacramento. Should be able to get quite a few rebounds and some blocks and some steals. So give me some Draymond Green. Tatum I already talked about. Larry Nance. Now, I do like him in this Milwaukee game, even though the over and under is going to be ridiculous, but this guy should be able to get me a nice little double-double before they tap out. So I like Larry Nance in this spot, averaging somewhere around 32 DraftKings points in his history versus this team. So, which is good enough for 5K with a little bit of upside, especially because he's going to be playing much more as far as minutes than he has in the past versus this team. So, especially with the injuries to Tristan Thompson and some other big guys. So, give me some of that. Next up, we got Siakam versus Portland at only 5.9K. Yeah, no thank you. Bagley, though. I do like Bagley, guys. All right. So, last game he played 26 minutes and put up 36 DraftKings points. If he gets 26 minutes versus Golden State, man, I like his chances of making value at only 5.7K. Give me some Bagley. All right. Coming off a nice game. He put up 46 DraftKings points the last time they faced Golden State. So, I do like this kid at home versus Golden State Warriors in a big game. Let's go. Alrighty. Rondé Hollis Jefferson, I like him as well. Brooklyn and Washington. Again, Washington does not have a good rebounder when it comes to Dwight Howard being out. And I definitely like Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Again, if you look at his history, guys, he doesn't look like he's doing too well. But I like him in a bounce back spot here. If you look at it, he scored 23, 36, 46, and 36 in the 4 appearances that he has had versus Washington. And there's no Dwight Howard on the floor and possibly no Otto Porter. So give me some Rondé Hollis Jefferson at 5K. Who else we got? I think that's all I have. We already talked about Knox and Hernan Gomez. We already talked about Jeff Green. So that's it. So last but not least, finally, the center spot. So Joel Embiid, man, even though it's a tough matchup versus Indiana. So, excuse me. If Butler sits, I like both Embiid and Ben Simmons. Okay, it's that simple. Butler takes a lot of usage, rebound and scoring away from those two, and when he's out, they have to pick it up. So I like both of them, especially if Butler is out. All right, Jokic, nice. Well, not a nice matchup, but a tough matchup versus OKC. Considering the slate, I don't think he's going to be that high on personally. At 9.4K, I think people are going to spend up in other places and pay down at the center position. But I do like Jokic in this spot at, are you serious right now? At only 9.4K. Again, they're going to have some issues with some of the players that are going to be out. So Jokic and some of the other players are going to have to step up in this matchup. So depending on how the slate shakes out, I do like Jokic at the moment while I'm doing my research, guys. So we already talked about Draymond. Nurkic versus Toronto. No, thank you. His history versus them is not that great. If you look at it, 37, 19, and 18. More duds than he had winning games. Wally Cauley-Stein, yeah. I don't know about him. Let me know in the comments, guys. Who's your favorite center, man? I'm going to be honest. I had a hard time with my center spot. All right, outside of Larry Nance and Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Ooh, Cody Zeller. Cody Zeller's a guy that's been doing decent at 4.9K. Averaging somewhere around 24 DraftKings points over the last couple of games. He gets a nice matchup versus New York. That is a plus matchup for bigs. All right, he played 26 and 25 in the last 2 games. All right, but he should get some extra run versus this team. Again, I like Cody Zeller to come in and put up a nice 25 to 35 DraftKings points, man. Come on now. Take care of me there, Mr. Zeller. All right, I like, no, I'm not going to go there with Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez is somebody I was on at first, but I don't know. I don't think I can play him, not on this slate. Again, I don't think that game stays close versus Cleveland, but you never know. Aaron Baines. So, again, we already talked about it. Alrighty, on Boston, we got Al Horford, who's going to be out. Jaylen Brown, that's currently questionable. But I like Baines in this spot. Again, ATL is one of the worst teams when it comes to defending the center spot and rebounding. Miss a lot of shots, make a lot of turnovers. All those things are good for the Boston team. But I like Aaron Baines to hold his own at 4.2K. He should be able to pay off his salary. If you look at his history versus the team, he scored 35, 29, and 10 in the last 3 games. But again, he should get a lot more run this game with Al Horford being out. And I believe he's the starting center. Yeah. So give me some Aaron Baines at only 4.2K on this slate. Alrighty. And that's pretty much it, guys. So that's all my picks. So if you guys try out that draft dashboard, as you can see, I have my watch players here. But also we have this lineup optimizer. So if I go in here and click on the lineup optimizer, it's going to generate a random lineup, and you can go in here and upgrade or downgrade players to your liking. So Allen Crabbe is on this lineup, but I know that Allen Crabbe is currently questionable, so I don't want to take my chances with that. So let's say I want to go ahead and I want to pivot to Mr. Smart here. Again, because I'm thinking that Brown is going to sit. So if I, oh my goodness, Curtis, come on now. There we go. Where did it go? Mr. Smart. There we go. So there you go. And so let's say I like this lineup right here, guys. We got 3 Boston players. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but anywho, just click save lineup, and then it will be over here in your save lineups. And you go into your save lineups, it shows you the projected points, but of course it's not correct, because if you look at the lineup optimizer, it says that draft dashboard is currently updating the NBA player data. So this is not going to be an accurate build, but when you build it closer to lock, that's a whole different conversation there, guys. So, all right, guys. So go ahead and give it a shout out. So thank you, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.